Happy Friday. It has been way more than a minute since I've been live on my business page. So when you hop on, if you can say, hey, if you're seeing this by replay, hashtag replay in the comments. I would love to see who took their time to hang out with me tonight or whenever it is that you are seeing this live. If you don't know who I am and for some reason this was either shared or just popped up in your newsfeed and you're like, who is that random woman? I'm Ashley Samadani and I am a mom, I'm a wife, and I'm all about helping other online entrepreneurs to really level up their personal brand, dial in on what it is that they are trying to do in the online space, and build a network marketing business as a prong of their brand. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, and then I am going to dive into something super duper valuable that I haven't shared outside of my private Facebook group, which is the 5-part social influencer formula. So definitely stick around for that. Hi, Sandra. Yay, friend. So I'm really excited. It's going to be the kind of condensed version of this formula, but as always, I want to practice what I preach because I am going to share with you something that I've just opened up in the last week. I'm super excited about it, but I don't want to just hit you with a pitch or something like that. I want to give you some value and explain to you who this membership is for that I just opened up recently, because I've been getting a lot of questions and I haven't really, again, outside of my Elevate Academy Facebook community, haven't really talked about it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I sent out an email, so some of you may or may not have gotten that, but let me just start out by kind of giving you a brief introduction of myself and my background, so you'll see why some of this will make sense, where I'm coming from, what my credentials are to even be talking about this stuff, and then go into our 5-part social influencer formula. So first of all, I hope you've been having a good week. Tell me where you're tuning in from. I would love to know where you are watching from. I'm out in California, up in Northern California. It is, if you're in California, you'll know the word hella. It is hella hot. It is about 95, 96 degrees. And of course, you know, we don't have a pool. So yeah, there's that. But anyways, let's get back to the introduction. So let's see, my background is actually in teaching. So I was a special education teacher for 9 years, special ed, middle school. I absolutely loved it. I loved, getting to get to know my students and all of their different learning styles and their needs, and helping design programs for them and design curriculum for them. I absolutely loved that. I went back to school, got a master's degree in educational leadership, and I wanted to help other teachers to do the same for their students. So I moved into an administrative role as a program coordinator for a school district for about 4 years. And did that, and the last year of that, last 2 years of that, I got pregnant with my daughter Taylor. I have a 4-year-old daughter. Got pregnant with her, and had everything set to go for maternity leave. Wanted to get right back into my career. I wanted to be a director of special ed was next up, and I was just really excited about my career and what I was doing to make an income through service and impact of the families that I worked with, of the students that I worked with, of the teachers that I served. But I went on maternity leave, had my daughter, and then I realized, as much as I love that, as much as that was my absolute dream job, I suddenly had a new dream job, and that was being a mom and being able to stay at home and not have to go back to work after maternity leave. But I don't know if you can relate to this, but I didn't have a plan B set up. I hadn't really even thought that was something that I was going to want to do. And so I did go back to work for a year. And I remember the first, probably month or longer, I would cry in my car on the way, on the way to work. My mom was even the one watching my daughter, but it still just pained me to have to be apart from her for, that many hours per day. I was getting to see her for like an hour and a half or 2 hours in the evening when I got home. I'm like, this is just not worth any kind of, salary or years in school. I'm like, I don't even care. Like, this is just ridiculous. So at least for a period of time, I knew I wanted to be at home with her. Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Amy. And so my husband and I worked it out. We made some huge decisions. We moved way up here, consolidated to one income. And I became a stay-at-home mom. But in the meantime, on maternity leave, if we kind of backtrack, on maternity leave, I did start a blog, and that blog is Tailor Made Mama. And little did I know, starting that blog during maternity leave would allow me to now, 4 years later, have literally almost doubled the income that I left based off of building that brand and adding prongs onto that brand. And that's now what I'm able to get back into the classroom virtually and teach other women and men, some men, how to do the same. And so it's been a long journey, but I started that blog. I had that as a basis. I built that while I was working full-time that year. So you have no excuse. You can do it too, no matter how busy you are. I had a newborn, nursing, pumping 4 times a day during, work hours. Anyway, built up that blog. When I got home, when we moved up here, became a stay-at-home mom, I was able to then build upon that blog and build upon that brand, Tailor Made Mama, that I was building as an influencer in the motherhood blogging space, essentially. And I did, and then I found network marketing, and the company I originally partnered with, I really wanted it to be a prong of my brand, and you'll hear me say that a lot. I wanted it to be just another thing that I shared, that I used, bought, loved, did, like I was doing through my brand, through my blog. And it turned into, with that model, in order to not go into debt, basically, you had to, almost, it was all consuming, let's just say it that way, in order to keep things afloat, in order to, duplicate what I was doing with a team. It just became everything. And I really had to step back from building a brand in a sense. But flash forward, I found another company to partner with, because I do really believe in network marketing as a stream of income, particularly just utilizing the affiliate programs within some of these newer companies that get it. I really do believe in that. But what I really have found a passion for is teaching my team, and now the opportunity to teach women from other teams, or who are influencers or bloggers, who want to know, okay, how is it that you're building such a solid stream of income through network marketing alongside your brand? Like, how are you doing that? And I love teaching it, because it just, to me, it's like my sweet spot. It feels so good, so authentic, and so intentional, in that I'm building a brand based on my message and what I want to share. And part of that is, products that I use from my company or other companies, but that doesn't take up all of my time to do it. And so I love teaching the systems that allow me to do that, the framework that's allowed me to do that. And so let me get into the 5-part social influencer formula, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the membership, because I had this idea that I wanted to build a community of intentional influencers. So not perfect influencers, not people, that need to have 1 million followers and all of that. That's all well and good. But women and men who have a message that they want to share, and who lead with impact, who lead with their message, and understand that if you do that and you follow a formula and you have a framework, the income part will come. But people who aren't looking for a quick buck, they act out of full integrity, they are message driven, and they want to learn how to market themselves, market products, brand themselves, and do that all really intentionally and with integrity, and with the purpose of serving a target market. And so let's get into the 5-part social influencer formula, just in brief. So number 1, the first part of being a social influencer, and this can apply to any niche, any brand that you might have, you still have to do these 5 things if you want to be an influencer. And again, we're not talking about any particular type of influencer. We're just talking about someone who influences other people's decisions, hopefully in integrity, to make a positive change in their life, whether that's through purchasing a product, service, opportunity, whatever it is. You are intentionally, creating influence by delivering so much value to them. So number 1, you need to know, what is your brand? So what is your brand? And no, it's not like 10 things all combined in one big confusing mess for your audience. What is your brand? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be a role model for in the online space? What value can you share? What lights you up to talk about? And you pick 2 to 3 brand prongs. Okay, if you have a blog, you can maybe do more. But if you are influencing on social media, what are the 2 to 3 things that you want to be known for? You can add in some flair if you want, but you have to dial in your brand so that people can know what to expect from you and if the value you're serving up is something that they want to consume, right? So, for example, my brand is Mom Life, online business, and healthy lifestyle. That's really all I share about on social media. I have some flair in there. I love my caffeine. I love wine. I mean, there's some flair that goes into it, but you won't see me add value about anything else. I'm not trying to like speak to like all the different things, adding value about everything, because I want to attract people who are interested in online businesses. I want to attract people who are moms, I would love to like have a coffee or a glass of wine with. I love to talk about healthy lifestyle because it's such a big part of my journey and my life authentically. That's what I add value on. That's it. Okay. So you pick 2 to 3 things. One of them is going to be your business, right? Just one. By the way, if you like this content, there's hair in my eye. My 3-day intentional influencer bootcamp, which was in my free Facebook group, has since been pulled down. It's available in the membership. I've got worksheets. I've got all kinds of stuff to help you really dial all of this in. But part number 2, so number 1 is your brand. Number 2 is you need to build a target audience and market to that target audience. So you need to define who is your target audience. Who are they? You can't be speaking to everyone. If you're speaking to everyone, you're talking to no one. I am talking to a particular person, you, someone who would be interested in this type of content, right? Who this could serve, who my knowledge and passion and time could actually help and benefit, right? This can apply to any niche at all that you want to. I did it, same thing with Mom Life content. You have to market to the people you want to serve with your content, right? Those 2 to 3 brand prongs. I mean, 2 would be even better. The more specific you can be with the value you provide, the better, okay? So target market, that's something else that we cover at length in the 3-day intentional influencer bootcamp, available now in the membership. Duh. So 3, share things. This is like so obvious, but if you are wanting to be a social influencer in any space, especially if you have a network marketing company, you need to be regularly sharing things that you use, you buy, you love, and you feel you would like to recommend to your target market, to your audience, that would enhance their lives. And you have to explain and show them why would this be beneficial. That's your job. Your job is to solve problems and to show benefit, right? And so you can't just share about your network marketing products. I just did this. I have a bunch of things around that I wanted to share with my audience because I know they're gonna love them. I know they're going to, if they do make a purchase, they're gonna have a benefit to their life. You can't just show up and share about your network marketing products only. That can't be the only thing that you think would benefit anyone. That can't be the only thing that you buy, use, and do. I don't think so. So part of the formula is including and incorporating, sharing regularly lots of things that you feel would benefit your target market, okay? Whether that's information, whether that's actual products. I don't know what your brand or your niche is, but you can't just share about one thing because you then become a company billboard. That's what you're known for, and you don't want to be known for that. You want to be known for your brand. You are the brand, okay? You are. And if you're not sure what your brand is, you need to go through that boot camp. It will really, really dial it in for you. Number 4 is, this is sort of like 3 also. So no, it's not really separate. 4, speaking of your target market, which is then your audience, you want to turn your audience into raving fans. You can literally build $1 million business with 1,000 truly raving devoted fans. And you're only going to be able to do that if you do these last 2 things. So number 4 is engage with your audience. Don't just show up and like be the sage on the stage and then peace out and never engage. If you get a comment or a like, go engage with that person. They showed you some love. Show them some love. Build relationships. Engage. Be social on social media. Ask questions. If you are not asking questions in almost all of your posts to show that you actually want some feedback, you want interaction with the people taking their time to follow you, you're missing out, okay? So engage, share things that you feel will benefit and enhance the lives of your audience, okay? That's so important to really bond with your tribe. Okay, serve the people. If you have one person, I'm sorry, my hair is driving me nuts. This is why I always have it behind my ears. If you have one person who cares about what you have to say right now, you should be showing love for them. So that's part number 4. Engage with your audience and build relationships and create content that you were feeling like, wow, this is gonna help the person I want to serve, right? So whether that for me, for my mom blog, whether that would be creating content I really feel would help moms stay organized in new mom life, or whether now that be doing a live on a 5-part social influencer formula, which I know if followed and implemented will help someone who really wants to be a social influencer. It's the same thing. So that's number 4. And then number 5, and this is kind of related, but it's to create and publish content regularly. On brand content. So those 2 to 3 things that you chose as your brand pillars, what you want to be known for and what you want to add value on in the online space, you are going to create and publish value added content for that target audience on a platform. So I always recommend choosing a platform where you want to focus your energy, where you want to show up powerfully, energetically most as you're building your brand. And then of course you want to repurpose, you want to spread that content around, you want to start getting, being omniscient or omnipresent where you're kind of everywhere all at once. You have to have systems for that. But at first, you want to be publishing content regularly that's super valuable and intentional on a particular platform. Hi Rosa, hi Samantha, thanks for hopping on. So ideally, you would be publishing this content regularly on a platform you own. So you don't own Facebook, you don't own Instagram. If you're starting there, that's good. You got to dial in your brand, you got to dial in your content strategy, do it on a social media platform. But my recommendation, what I teach my students is get that at least into emails, build your email list, or ideally on a website, something you own, or even YouTube, because YouTube is Googleable, something where your message and your brand can be searched. If you're only building your brand on a platform you don't own, that no one can find you outside of your friends list, I don't recommend that. So number 1, define your brands. Number 2, build and market to a target audience, not just random, not just adding friends willy-nilly and having no plan, building an audience who cares what you have to say. 3, sharing things that you buy, use, love, and do, including but not exclusive to your network marketing products. 4, engage with your audience. Give them opportunities to get to know you. Be vulnerable. Interact. Okay, be social on social media. Sharing content with them that you feel will enhance their lives. And number 5, create and publish value-driven content regularly. Okay, on a platform that you choose to build on. Okay. And ideally, it would be a platform where you can be searched, okay? So that's the 5-part social influencer formula. I don't care what niche you're in. That's the formula that will work. So that's kind of the what, not so much the how. Within my signature program, which is a 12-week program where I literally walk my students through building out their website. What do they need to have on their website when it launches? Setting up their email marketing, setting up their Pinterest so that they can have traffic and bring in leads while they sleep, build relationships while they sleep, all of those things automated. So I have that, okay? So that's in existence. We actually start our round 2 next week, but that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. So last week, what I opened up was something called the Intentional Influencer Society. Oh, it's so fire. I'm so excited. Elena, I see a few of you are in the Intentional Influencer Society. So I just opened this up last week. We have 38 members currently in this, founders who are founding members. And what it is, it's a community where I had this idea and it just got me thinking after, going through this course, after having people reach out and ask me questions about branding and how do you incorporate network marketing and blogging and how did you build on IG and have a network marketing prompt? How do you do all of this? It's like, I would love a space where I could really help people to get results, because I can DM people back and say, yeah, do this one thing, but it's more than that, right? And so much of it is being surrounded by a community that really is on that same wavelength as you and wants to help you level up alongside of them, right? And I wanted a place where I could strategically help to get people results, not just my own team, because obviously they get me for free. Like, we have a team page and training and all of that, but where I could work with people from other companies who I'm in contact with all the time, where my students who went through the program could continue those relationships in an exclusive membership community. And I really do see this, it gets me so excited, because I really do see this as being like the go-to community and membership community for people who want to be influencers, who want to build a brand with network marketing as a prong of their brand. We are not a group who are like, I can't wait to hit the top, but we do understand that really in modern day, in 2020, if you haven't already created success, the way that you are going to create success in network marketing is by increasing your influence, by building a brand. Okay, that's how I've been able to create success in a very short period of time, only not even 3 years, like 2.5 years in the industry, is by this formula that I teach. So I wanted to create this membership for people who are of like mind and really want to build network marketing as a prong of their brand, but they want to focus on their message and what they're trying to do in the world with their message, right? And then by default, have their income grow in multiple different ways. Hi, Kayla, thanks for hopping on. So let me share with you what is in this membership, okay? Because I'm gonna extend, I opened it up to my online community, Elevate Academy. I have a free Facebook group. You're welcome to join if you're not already in it. But I opened this up to them, and I opened it up as a founding members, will never be this cheap again, lock everyone in at this price per month. But I decided, I was like, you know what? As I've been designing what we're doing in July, I'm like, oh man, we need more people. More people need this. I know how powerful it is going to be. And so I'm gonna open up and keep the founder's price open for another week, okay? Because we don't start the actual challenge until July, but I'm doing all the training next week, so you don't wanna miss that. So what will you get for the monthly membership? And this is crazy. I'm literally, every time I say it, I'm like, the price will go up, let's just say. But I want people to get this content. I have a lot of friends who I'm like, oh, I want you to have all the things, and this is how you get it. So monthly, I do 2 Q&A sessions. So 2 live Zoom Q&As. You can ask questions in the group every single day, but I address them in 2 monthly Q&As. If I want to do more, I'll do more, but that's a guarantee. It's a Zoom call. We're all together. It's awesome. You're with a tribe, a community, people who get it, and people who get what it is that you're trying to do. All right. Monthly resources. So a powerful monthly resource to help you to level up your influence. So whether that's your influence with your audience, whether that's your influence with your team as you're building a network marketing business, you have to understand how to create intentional influence with the purpose of creating impact, and then the income will follow. But that needs to be the last thought. And I'm gonna drill that into everyone's heads. That needs to be the last thought. It needs to be, how can I serve? How can I show up and deliver value and create that influence? And that's what I love teaching. Obviously, you're going to get a community with other online entrepreneurs. That's priceless. But immediate access. So immediate access. Not only will you know that every month you get the 2 Zoom Q&As, you get a powerful resource to help you level up your influence and marketing skills. You get immediate access to that 3-day boot camp. It's over 4 hours of training, an action-oriented workbook, and homework assignments. So that will help you to quick style, dial in what is your brand, what is your target market, how I give you the 13 ways you can monetize influence. What's your plan? Which direction do you want to go? We've got people doing all kinds of different things in the membership. We have bloggers, we have top income earners in network marketing now building a brand. We've got newbies to the industry. We have something for everyone. As we build, it is my job to make sure that everyone is getting results. And I love designing curriculum. I love teaching. I love watching people grow and set and meet their goals. And so I'm totally here for that. You will get access to an extended version of my 5-part social media influencer training. And obviously you'll get immediate access to an awesome community of 38 other, online entrepreneurs leveling up their personal brands who also understand the power of having a network marketing prong of their brand. Okay, so this is what's coming next week, and this is why I really, really, really wanted to extend the founding members opportunity, because if nothing else, if you participate in the training and challenge we're doing in July, your business will absolutely change, your influence will increase, and you will know how to show up, at least have a better baseline. Even if you don't do the work, if you just listen to the trainings, you will know how to show up on social media and deliver your brand, okay? And where and when and why and how, all of those things. We're doing it's called a brand content consistency challenge, okay? And so I will be giving you all the details, all the trainings that you need. I will be providing a daily method of operation, a version for if you have a blog, a version for if you don't have a blog. And we're going to be doing cash prizes for this content consistency challenge. I'm going to help you to be accountable, to show up in your brand, deliver content in a powerful, effective way, and there's going to be some accountability there and some prizes if you do your job. So the monthly membership for all of that, immediate access and knowing what's coming down the pipeline, $67 a month. It will never be that cheap again, but I'm going to leave it at $67 a month just for this next week, because I know some of you were interested. I've been getting questions, or like seeing my stories, people jumping on the membership. That's what it is. It's $67 a month. You can cancel anytime. If you do pay for the full year, you get a month free though, so that's an option, but you can cancel anytime. You will not hurt my feelings. I know if it's for you, you'll stay. Like, there's no way that you'll leave, but if it's not for you, there will not be hard feelings. So if you would like to join us as a founding member, just shoot me a DM. You can say Intentional Influencer Society if you're like, what do I say? Or just say, hey, I want information on your membership, and I will send you a link. I am going to open this up for the next week, but just know the training and the daily method of operations training and all of that is going to go down next week. So if you want to be in on that live, make sure that you're all like signed up and enrolled and get yourself in there. So anyway, if you have any questions, you can also shoot me a DM, but thank you for your time. I hope you found this valuable. If you did, #value in the comments, and I will see you soon. Bye.